If you're young and broke, Iman Gadzhi had some valid points on what you should do in his video titled, "Do This If You're Young and Broke." He talks about the importance of learning before you really start earning in your business, keeping a level head while you're making money, and earning more for yourself and your future versus for the status of your current relationships. Now, if you are in fact young and broke, then I'm willing to bet that you want to make more money. And while Iman has a lot of videos on that particular topic, I'm here to tell you what I did. And not only am I going to tell you what I did, I'm also going to tell you how you can do it too. Now, I am actually 32 years old and I have been an online entrepreneur since 2015. And so that's been 8 to 9 years at this point, depending on when you're watching this video. And so it's pretty crazy to see the journey that I've been on. But I also started very early on in trying to grow my wealth in a sustainable way that I believe will apply to you as well. Really, back in college, I was focused on learning more about entrepreneurship. Even though while I was going to school for an employment perspective, I was actually in an internship that allowed me to do sales, to do marketing, to hire people, to train people, and to actually do product fulfillment in a house painting business that was called Student Painters. Now, during this time, I learned so much that I knew I wanted to apply this to my life moving forward. But I needed some more money up front so that I could continue to put it into investments or put it into my own businesses in the future while also learning more skills. And so out of college, I got a job selling corporate insurance to business owners, and I learned a ton. And so that's one thing that I recommend that younger people do, is to be willing to be an employee at a company that is building your skills through those years so that when you decide to make the jump into entrepreneurship in the future, you've got those skills that you're brought over from your prior company and you were able to learn and hone those skills while you were young in the business, and you could earn some money doing that at the same time. And so for me, I was in insurance for about 4 years until I decided to make the full-time leap into entrepreneurship. And during that time, I was able to learn about how to speak with people much older than me. I was able to learn, how do I market? How do I do all of these activities and organize my calendar and sell to people at the right times whenever they're looking for their insurance? And all of these organizational activities and all of these skills were able to come over with me into my business life. Now, the other thing that I did was, while I was building that business, a couple years into that, I decided to start my online business selling on Amazon and doing e-commerce. And I was able to do that on the side. So whether it was on the weekends or at nights, whenever I got home, I was able to start building that base of products to sell online that eventually turned into my full-time income. And so over the years, I've been able to grow those skills, allow someone else to pay my bills while I served their business properly and served them well, sold a lot of products and services for their businesses. And then whenever my business got to the point that I was able to leave, I decided to do so and make that jump and focus much more on growing my business and growing my skills in entrepreneurship. Now, since 2015, I've sold well over $6 million in product on Amazon. I've trained thousands of other people to sell on Amazon as well. And it's been a pretty crazy journey that I know would not have been the same had I not had the internship in college and had I not had the employment situation after graduating from college. And so for you, what is it that you can do if you're young and broke? In looking at not only my experience, but also things in Iman Gadzhi's videos and also friends and family that I know, it is very important that if you are young, that you are willing to set aside some of the dreams that you have that you want to get started on right now so that you can put in time into learning a lot of skills that can apply more in the future. So if you are somebody that's in high school or in college, I recommend getting a job where you can learn from the people above you that those skills that you need to apply to a business in the future. Those skills typically come down to sales, come down to marketing, come down to organization and speaking with people properly and being willing to do the hard work each and every day, actually waking up early and showing up on time to your job, staying late, doing those difficult activities that make you a really great employee. Because while you are doing that, you're building building the foundation of those things that you can build on in your own business in the future. Then once you start making a little bit of money, maybe you've saved up $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, you can take some of that money and put it into another business. Now, I recommend putting that into starting a side hustle, utilizing Amazon FBA or selling online in some sort, because you're able to do that from your home. It's a lot easier to set that up as a side hustle as you are growing and scaling your own financial future. You can do that on the weekends. You can do that at night. And so if you're looking for something like that, checking out arbitrage opportunities on Amazon. Arbitrage is simply buying something low and selling it for higher on Amazon, and that gives you the ability to turn $5 into $10 as you grow and scale the business. Now, this is where I see people have to make those decisions of how long do I stay in my employment situation versus build the business. Ultimately, it comes down to your time and it comes down to the money that you're making. If you're able to have your employment situation fully pay for all of your expenses and you're able to put away some money, then you might as well continue doing that for as long as you possibly can so that you can build up your side hustle without worrying about finances, paying for your life, etc. But then once your side hustle gets to the point where you're able to support yourself and you're able to quit your job and not still be worried about how you're going to pay your bills, that's when you can start to look and make the leap to full-time entrepreneurship. And from there, it's all about how do you manage the money and how do you build and scale that business so that then you can continue to level up in the future. I think a lot of young people, myself included, whenever I was much younger, I was looking for opportunities that I felt were going to be the thing I would do for 50 years because that's still an employment mindset. But one of the beauties of being an entrepreneur is that you have the ability to pivot. You have the ability to change as things grow and scale in your business. So you may go from selling arbitrage products on Amazon to doing wholesale on Amazon, to doing private label and having your own brand. Or maybe you start to consult with other companies, or maybe you move into something completely different, but you have all of these online entrepreneurship skills that you've built over the years. It's truly about how do you go from one step to the next step on that hierarchy, going up and up and up over the years of your life. So if you're someone that is young and broke, the thing that it boils down to is, one, be willing to get a job and to learn skills while you're making money so that then you can take some of that money and put it towards a side hustle that you can start that can become your entrepreneurship journey in the future. That is truly what you need to be looking at. And then the second thing is, as you start that side hustle, be willing to work both of those things and grow that side hustle to the point of where you can then quit your job and you can be full-time in that side hustle to move it into a full-time income for your financial future as you move forward. Now, if you're interested in learning about how I recommend selling on Amazon through replens, arbitrage, and the thousands of students that I've trained, I recommend going to any of the links below, but specifically, you can check out bit.ly/PAC course. That's PACCOURSE. That will take you to the course that I have helped to create, and there's tons and tons of courses over years that you can actually utilize and learn from no matter what type of selling you're looking to get into. Additionally, if you're looking for a free community just to learn more about this, in addition to my YouTube channel, there's a community called the My Silent Team Facebook group. And you can get to that free group at bit.ly/MST group. That link is also below and in the description. I've been in it since 2015, since I started, and I help to moderate and lead it now, so highly recommend that group. Now, if you have any questions or comments for me, please post them in the comments below. I do my best to respond to as many of them as I can, and I want to answer any questions that you have. So if you have any questions, post them below. Otherwise, I hope this video helps you and blesses you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and a blessed rest of your week.